Welcome to another episode of the Expat Adventure. I am Can You Dig It, and this is the cat.
Meow.
We are on our way to go see the Empanada lady.
Ooh.
But we went to Green Acres, and we're going to show you some footage right now. Green Acres. Here you go. Check it out. Today we're at a place called Green Acres, the chocolate farm. I'm told this will be very educational. I'm told there will be sloths and monkeys. We'll find out.
I was also told they don't know how to make ganache. I might have to do another cooking class.
All right, let's go check it out. There used to be.
So this is almendro. So say almendro. Are you familiar with it? It's the tree that was used for building the cereals.
This is a black palm tree. Apparently the natives would take the spikes off this tree and they would rub the spikes on
The way that most frogs
these guys.
lay their eggs.
The
in
green
a
and
leaf
black
litter,
poison
like
dart
cannons.
frog. That's actually what they're called around here, the green and black poison dart frog. I think the scientific name is the Dendrobates auratus, I believe it's called.
And once they hatch,
But
the dad
yes,
has to take
they would make poison darts with the spikes from the black palm and rub them on these guys and poison things.
slither onto dead
Interesting.
fat, and the tadpoles are black, and they know to adhere to the black spots. So they're almost invisible. The dads have
How old is this tree?
it's two together. The cacao tree? I do not know. But I will show you some that have been rehabilitated.
You saw this one?
Yeah. Hay dos. Hay dos ranas verdes.
Una rana verde y
No, hay dos ranas verdes
¿Sí?
y un lajalí verde. Yo lo encontré, estaba
¿Viste,
debajo de...
¿Viste el negro que está en la hoja?
So yeah, we got to eat some raw cacao, like fresh off the tree. They broke off the, is that a fruit?
That's a good question. I would call it a seed pod, but
It's
maybe
like a
it's
big
considered a fruit.
seed pod. You just crack it open. It's got about 40 cacao seeds in it. So like fresh
Along
off
with
the
a
tree.
white meat that was kind of thin, but very sweet.
Very sweet. This is what raw cacao seed pods look like. Very sweet. But the cacao itself is not sweet. It's not sweet until you add sugar to it. And apparently the Mayans and the Incas were eating cacao for thousands of years with no sugar at all. And
Only the royalty.
only the royalty was eating it, but nobody added sugar to it until it came to Europe.
Right, but they did add hot peppers. Like original Mayan hot chocolate is made with liquid cacao and hot peppers. That's what hot chocolate was originally. Yeah, it wasn't really bitter either. The
No.
fresh cacao.
I mean, it was kind of bitter, but in a good way.
Nowhere near as bitter as like baker's chocolate, for example. Like
Right.
what you would consider.
So yeah, we had raw cacao and 100% pure cacao, which I've never had before. It was very yummy, and
We brought some back, and I'm playing with it in the kitchen.
and I approve. Yeah, and we had caramelized niblets and all kinds of concoctions from these people, like award-winning concoctions. Our tour guide's name was Gary. He's kind of a celebrity around here. He did a TED Talk. I don't know if I can include some of that. I'll put a link in the comments, but I still don't think that works.
We can include some of the footage. Why don't you show them that now?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll show that now. Take a look.
Well, I'm the type of person that when I learn of something that reeks of injustice, I must act. Not to do so creates an unbelievable panic inside of me, so I founded an environmentally based nonprofit organization, which I named Planet Rehab. in the hopes of providing a mouthpiece to those that didn't have a say in our modern world. For 17 years, we labored diligently in Southern California to create every type of experience we could conceive of to light a spark in others so they wouldn't just care enough to listen, but to actually be part of the solution. We even turned our backyard into an animal sanctuary where we cared for 350 animals.
So yeah, that was Gary. Gary and Carlo. They're good people. Tree-hugging hippies.
We like them.
We like them.
Hey. Okay. Go ahead,
ready. I'm
Sammy.
sorry.
So, on behalf of your significant other and Gabby, the way that we get her to take a bath, Cat, is we throw it in the water and it goes together.
So yeah, that was Green Acres and Chocolate Farm. We had a good time there. Good people. We liked them. We just got boned at the empanada stand.
Again,
The
for 2 days in a row.
Yeah, 2 days in a row. Yeah, the karaoke guy that we've gotten pretty well acquainted with told us about the empanada lady. She's right next to the park. There's a stand right there, and they have empanadas for $1 a piece, and they're delicious. And we're holding out for the chicken empanadas. We got one the first day we went there, and it was the bomb. We want more.
But we can't get them because
I
every
want-
time we come, they just say, "Más tardes."
Mustardes.
More later.
More later.
But they're never there when we come back.
Yeah, punks. All right. So, yeah. So we won't be getting those today. So yeah, we have a problem with the visa. We're still trying to figure that out. So when we landed here August 12th, we landed in Panama August 12th, we were under the impression we'd have
6 months.
6 months, 180 days. And just recently, in the last couple of weeks, as we've said before, they changed it to 90
No more
days.
than 3 consecutive months. 90
Right.
days.
90 days. So, and it doesn't say in the bill that it's actually retroactive. So, does it actually apply to us because we were here first? Well, the best guess from the attorneys is yes, it applies to us. So we have to get out. At the same time, we have documentation that is good for 6 months, and that's going to expire in November.
End of November. Yes.
End of November. And in the meantime, we are waiting for a Buena Vista. Like it's a good view, basically certification from the government. That's for me because I have a rap sheet. I am a bad boy. I caught a DUI 16 years ago. Sorry. But
because he's not squeaky clean. Squeak, squeak,
right,
squeak.
because I'm not squeaky clean, I need a Buena Vista. And there's one person in charge of processing the Buena Vistas, and he got replaced recently. So there's a new guy in charge of doing that. And our understanding is things are piling up. We have no idea how long it's going to take, or we got the impression it was supposed to take maybe a month or something.
And it's
But
been 6 weeks
it's
since
been-
ours was filed.
6 weeks. Nobody can tell us how long that's going to be.
And it wasn't any big deal when we could be here for 6 months.
Right.
Like, whenever they get around to it, it's fine. We've
Right.
got until our documents expire. Except
Right.
now we don't.
Right. So now we're going to have to leave and try to get back, before our other documents expire in November, and hope that Buena Vista comes back. But our understanding is that they're giving out the Buena Vistas to somebody who has an old DUI, and that's about it. Like, we heard a rumor about a guy who stole bananas from a plantation, like went into some plantation and took some bananas when he was a teenager 30 years ago or something, and got denied. So
He didn't even know he was in a plantation. It was him and his buddies walking through the woods somewhere, and they took a bunch of bananas. That was his criminal offense.
right, we got
But,
denied. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know.
So we don't know. So So it kind of looks like we're going to be forced out. We're trying to get a second opinion from another attorney. If we just stay and wait for the Buena Vista, maybe we'll get it and everything will be honky-dory. We don't know. But either way we go, either we stay, buy a vehicle, and find someplace else to go explore, or we get out for 30 days. Either way, it takes planning, you know? So we have to pick a direction and go with it.
If we stay and overstay our tourist visa when we apply for residency, that's going to
Right.
look bad because we can't
Yeah.
follow the rules.
Right, then we're going to have a blemish on a record, which we want to try to avoid when we apply for a permanent visa. So,
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Right, so we're planning to get out. And we had considered Nicaragua and Colombia, and there are some, security concerns in those places that made us a little squeamish. The cat's former boss had recommended Honduras. Low cost of living, from what we understand, is beautiful, and I think they have monkeys. So I think all the bases are covered. So yeah, we found a place in Honduras. It's called Copa Ruinas. There are some Mayan ruins right near there. That it looks really pretty. So it looks like there's some place you can just wander out of town and go do something and look at something interesting.
Go look
which is
at the former Mayan civilization.
Right, so that's a big selling point, but the town itself may be kind of touristy, but I had never heard of it before, so maybe not. It's hard to say.
There's also macaws there somewhere. There was
Yes.
some kind of macaw sanctuary
Yes,
or
there's
something.
a macaw sanctuary, so yeah, it looks like a really great place to visit. We don't know if that touristy stuff is going to drive up real estate prices and everything else, but we are leaning in that direction to go visit there for 30 days or something. And then come back and hope our paperwork gets squared away. Unless, of course, we decide we just want to stay in Honduras and then...
I gotta start all over.
And start over with the paperwork. But
I'll do it.
yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'll get back to you. Here are a few highlights I found online about Copa Ruinas.
Ya que vienen el mes de la Navidad, el mes del Año Nuevo, y así que vamos a disfrutar de este hermoso paisaje que nos ofrece el Parque Central.
Between 250 to 900 AD, approximately 27,000 Maya lived here. Thereafter, the civilization mysteriously crumbled, and the Copan Ruinas were left forgotten. The ruins, discovered by Spaniard Diego Garcia del Palacio in the 16th century, hid the additional layers of buildings below.
Yes, that's where we're at right now. We are going to sign off for today. We do want to include a big shout out to one of our favorite people, Wesleson, or whatever you're calling yourself at the moment.
Wesleson.
We love you. Until next time, I'm Can You Dig It, and this is the cat.
Meow.
Signing off for today. See you next time on the Expat Adventure.